from like 0 to 70. I will tell you, it's not much difference. Both of them are awesome off the line. Oh man. Oh no. As a lot of you know, I just recently bought this brand new 2022 Yamaha MT-07, and I also owned a Yamaha MT-09. In this video, I'm going to tell you why I got rid of the MT-09 to get an MT-07 and why the MT-07 is better.
Let's go for a ride. Subscribe today.
I think this 2022 MT-07 matte raven black looks much better than the MT-09 that I own, which was also a matte raven black, and also better looking than the new 2021 Yamaha MT-09. This is a good looking bike, but you know what? Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. The looks of a bike is subjective. Yeah, I've seen riders out there say they think the Ducati V4S Street Fighter is ugly, and I think that's the best, one of the best looking naked bikes on the market. But like I said, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Once you throw a leg over the bike, the looks don't matter anymore, man. But I'm going to tell you this, regardless of the bike you're riding, make sure you're wearing the gear. And I have links to my awesome gear, like this airbag vest to help keep you safe out there on the streets. I never leave home without it. My favorite helmet, this is an ultra lightweight carbon fiber helmet. Comes with an automatic tint shield. My gauntlet gloves, motovlog camera, jacket, boots, pants, all my gear. I include links in the description and comment section of this video. First off, the MT-07 is cheaper than the MT-09, I think by what, $1,000, $2,000 or whatnot.
And the MT-09 has a horrible ride-by-wire throttle and all the electronics crap, as where the MT-07 is all motorcycle, cable, clutch, and throttle. None of that electronic crap.
But honestly, I'll tell you right off the jump that the MT-07 with an aftermarket exhaust sounds much better than the MT-09 with an aftermarket exhaust. And I tell you, sound accounts for a lot, but also from like 0 to 70, I will tell you, it's not much difference. Both of them are awesome off the line. Oh man. Oh no. Oh my goodness, I tell you, I get the same giggles and fun with this MT-07 as I did with the MT-09 off the line. But I feel better on this bike. It fits me so much better. Just sitting on this bike in the dealership, I liked it better than the MT-09. The MT-09 is, to me, it's like it's a fake supermoto. It's like they tried to make it like a supermoto, but it's not. As you know, I own a supermoto. I have a YZ450FX custom supermoto, which is loved. That's still my #1 hooligan and the #1 bike that I love. But this is #2 right now, man, I'll tell you. But I tell you, even though some of you guys complain about the suspension on MT-07 and the MT-09, you know, the stock, not the SP version, is that I will tell you this budget suspension on MT-07 feels better on, you know, on this than it does on the MT-09. The MT-09, it felt like pogo-like. As far as the suspension, man, it's jumping around here, guys. You know, this suspension does not feel like that. Potholes, tar snakes, patched up roads. It soaks up the bumps. And it's because the chassis is different. You know, this has, like I said, the MT-09 has like a supermoto type setup, as where this is more of the street bike. And, you know, the more of a regular type of chassis, and the suspension is better suited on this bike as opposed to the MT-09. But of course you can correct that by getting an MT-09 SP that has the better suspension. But even then, guys, I just don't like the feel of the MT-09 when I sit on it. Even, it's just like I said, it's like a fake supermoto. It's a Fugazi, man.
It's a fake. Yeah, I know what a Fugazi is.
It's a fake supermoto. The engine, that triple cylinder engine, is amazing on the MT-09, but it's the chassis. I just don't like the chassis on the MT-09. Even the new, like I said, the new MT-09, they made some better improvements on the MT-09, but it still has that weird chassis, man. It's a weird setup. It has its ugly banana seat. I didn't like the seat on that bike, and I even putting an aftermarket seat on there, it still didn't really correct it for me. As far as highway performance, a lot of you guys say, oh, the MT-09's faster, Cycle Cruise is better. Honestly, the highway performance didn't seem all that much better on the MT-09, in my opinion, man. I ripped it in 6th gear, and it really didn't do much, like this bike doesn't do much in 6th gear. 6th gear, full throttle open, it ain't doing much, guys. 5, roll on, not doing much. Drop a gear, disappear. Oh, that's better. That's better. Yeah, 6, it does nothing. You can't really do much in 6th gear. 5th gear with 5,000 RPM, 6,000 RPM. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, 4 pulls, guys. But both of them are adequate on the highway. The MT-09 is a bit faster than this bike on the top end, obviously. But I'll tell you, at the bottom end, you will not miss an MT-09. I'll tell you that right now.
A lot of you like to mention the difference in a quarter mile between the two bikes, but Cycle World ran the 2021 MT-09 SP in the quarter mile and came away with 11.22 seconds at 125.77 miles per hour. And for the MT-07, it came in at a hair under 12 seconds at 11.973 seconds at 115.8 miles per hour. So we're talking about a difference of about 10 miles per hour and a 3/4 of a second difference. I would like to see the 8th mile run. I bet you these bikes are both probably neck and neck. I'm telling you this, guys. The MT-07 is going to be awesome if you spend most of your time out on the street doing city speeds. You're not going to feel a difference off the line between these two bikes up to 70 miles per hour. And there wasn't a night and day difference on the highway, as you saw. My former Tuono would blow both of these bikes away by a country mile, but I don't spend time on the highway. I'm not a highway bandito.
I've had fast bikes. You know, I had the 2017 Aprilia Tuono V4 1100 factory, which has won every shootout every year for years, and that was an awesome bike with that V4 engine. But honestly, off the bottom, I don't miss it with this bike. You know, the Tuono was awesome off the line and everything, but I'm telling you, I don't miss it with this. This has got some stout, awesome pull off the line. Like I said, 0 to 60 where you want it for street speeds, and out here, this is it's awesome, man. This is just an amazing bike because it's perfect for the city. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to be doing crazy top end speeds on this bike. It has the power where you want it, at the bottom. That's why I keep telling you guys.
And for those of you that think other middleweight bikes are better, like the Aprilia Tuono 660 and the Triumph Trident and the other bikes, motorcycle.com put up a torque curve map on their dyno map for the 2021 middleweight naked shootout, and actually the MT-07 blows away all the middleweight naked bikes in the torque curve up to red line, as you see here.
Torque is where it's at. That's why a lot of guys, when they get older, they transition to a Harley Davidson. They get tired of the crotched over position, you know, riding some of the sport bikes. Even though now you got the naked bikes, though, you don't have to do that anymore, and you still get the power of the super bikes. But a lot of people, they go to Harleys because they like, the Harleys are tuned with bottom end grunt, down low, you know. And of course the whole culture surrounding Harley Davidson, but that's a whole nother topic. But I'm telling you, look at that. I'm telling you, man, and you can wide open throttle this and pull it, and it's not crazy. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to worry about a top end speed of 160 miles an hour and losing your license. But you're going to get that bottom end fun, the pull off the line, that's going to give you the smiles and goodness and make you feel good and give you that thrill that you want. MT-09 gave it too, but it was just, the setup on it did not suit me at all. Now, I know some of you guys will say that you prefer the MT-09 better, and that's fine. It just matters what you like, your preferences. I'm telling you how I feel, is that I like this better than the MT-09. like I said, the main thing more than anything is the feel of this bike. It just feels right, and it's lighter weight than the MT-09 as well. You know, if you take a lot of the stock parts off, you put an aftermarket exhaust, you get rid of the fender eliminator like I did, which I just put a new TST Industries Trick low mount fender eliminator, which is awesome. If you want to see that video, my first episode of my MT-07 build series, I'll include a clickable link in the top right corner here. Go check it out. Awesome fender eliminator. That alone reduced 2.5 pounds by taking that ugly OEM fender off. You take the exhaust off, I think that takes off like 10 pounds right there, and then I take off these OEM mirrors and put on the bar end mirrors, which I'm getting ready to do. That's going to take the weight down probably another a pound or two right there, probably another pound right there. So you're sitting at least probably like 395. You can't do that with the MT-09, man. But even though the MT-09 is not a heavy bike though, you know. But for me, it really just comes down to the chassis set and setup of the bike. I like it better on the MT-07. I don't need the extra power that the MT-09 has. I prefer the sound on this bike. This is the best sound, one of the best sounding motorcycles ever with an aftermarket exhaust. Go on YouTube and listen to all the different exhausts out there for this bike. All of them sound awesome. Sounds like a Harley Davidson. It sounds better than a Harley Davidson in my opinion. Woo! Oh, baby! I'm telling you, this bike is fun, man. I paid damn near MSRP. I paid $100 less than MSRP for this bike, and I've never done that. I always get a deal on my bikes. This is the only one that I paid the closest to MSRP, and I walked away feeling like I got a bargain, because this is such a great bang for your buck motorcycle, man.
Here are some pros and cons for the MT-09 versus the MT-07. And I'll be honest with you guys, you can't go wrong with any of the MT bikes. It just matters what your preferences are and which bike is best for you.
And let's talk about it, guys. Make sure to hit thumbs up. Really helps my channel when you do. Make sure to hit the subscribe button. Hit that little bell symbol. Will get you notified when my new videos are up. But I release new videos every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Got a ton of videos coming on this, guys. Build videos, all kinds of videos. Stay tuned. Until next time, catch you guys later.
Check out my playlist for new riders and popular videos. Don't forget to comment and subscribe, and check out my other channel, Bug Out Moto, where I customize a van for my motorcycle so I can live in my van with my motorcycle and travel across the country anywhere. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Bug Out Moto.